Do you seek happiness or do you flee from unhappiness? This is the best sold lie. The cruelest of prisons, a constant smile, a superficial euphoria, a toxic imperative to be well, all the time. But what if this relentless pursuit for a manufactured happiness is the cause of your real misery? Think about it. You buy the new car, the dream vacation, the course that promises a turnaround, the therapy that guarantees the end of pain, and with each new acquisition, with each dopamine spike, with every post of a perfect life, you feel relief, a brief relief, and then the emptiness returns, deeper, hungrier, because society sold you a pill, a legalized drug, to anesthetize your search for meaning. Yuval Harari has warned us. We live by narratives, and the narrative of perpetual happiness is the most dangerous of all. It prevents you from feeling, from growing, from being human. You were programmed to smile, even when you bleed inside. If this provocation hit you, if you feel this empty echo, this video is a mirror, ready to shatter the illusion, ready to see beyond the storefront. You weren't born happy. You were born with the capacity to feel all the colors of existence: joy, sorrow, anger, fear. But society programmed you for just one: happiness, as a perpetual state, an unattainable goal. From childhood you were told, smile for the camera. Don't cry, be strong. Everything will be okay. This is behavioral engineering in its cruelest form. To repress pain, to deny the shadow, to turn life into a stage of well-being. You were conditioned to seek instant gratification, a new phone, a processed meal, that mindfulness course promising peace in 7 days. It's the present bias in action, trading depth for immediate relief, ignoring the long-term cost. And the market? It capitalizes on your vulnerability, transforms your pain into a consumption opportunity, your insecurities into products, your search for meaning into digital subscriptions. Gabor teaches us that compulsion is the escape from pain, and the incessant pursuit of this cheap happiness is the greatest of compulsions. You go into debt, financially, emotionally, to maintain the facade, to prove you've won. But the truth is, you are imprisoned in a cycle of seeking and frustration, perpetually dissatisfied. If this programming has consumed you, comment below. I question this artificial happiness. You feel empty, even when everything seems right, because the happiness they sold you demands you ignore a vital part of yourself, the shadow. Carl Jung taught us, everything you repress, everything you deny, accumulates in the shadow: your anger, your sadness, your envy, your frustration. They were silenced, pushed into the dark, in the name of a fake smile. And what happens to what is repressed? It controls you, subtly, in ways you don't even realize. That's why you self-sabotage. That's why you repeat painful patterns. That's why the desperation for more external happiness, because the energy of your shadow, of your unexpressed truth, creates a vacuum that no purchase, no superficial relationship, no forced smile can fill. Your identity fragments. You wear the mask of joy, but inside, authenticity bleeds. Gabor, in his studies on trauma, shows how the denial of pain, the pursuit of immediate relief, is the root of many compulsions, and the pathological search for happiness is one of them. How much of your life is an escape from who you really are, from everything you feel, but don't allow yourself to express? If this truth provoked you, comment below. I choose truth, not the facade. You were sold. The idea that freedom is about options, the freedom to consume, to choose the next distraction. But why do you still feel empty, even with the world at your fingertips? Because this is false freedom, a prison disguised as euphoria, the trap of constant dopamine hits. The market turned your pain into a consumption opportunity, your dissatisfaction into a niche, your search for meaning into products and experiences. Want to feel happy? Buy this. Subscribe to that. Travel to that place. This is the critique of emotional capitalism. It doesn't force you to do anything. It seduces you, stimulates your voids, and offers an instant reward, an anesthetic for the soul. Think about your investments. How often did you chase the quick win, that adrenaline rush, the promise of effortless wealth? Daniel Kahneman would call this the urgency bias or the immediate gratification bias, trading solidity for the illusion of a shortcut to financial happiness. You buy the course that promises miracles, the guru who sells instant enlightenment, and deep down you remain the same person, more in debt, more frustrated, more empty, because true freedom cannot be bought. It's found in the silence of your own presence, in the courage to feel the pain, to face the void, and transform it into something real. If this part resonated with you, comment here. I don't want to trade freedom for anesthesia anymore. Rupture is not a shortcut to happiness, it's the path to truth. It's when you stop running, stop anesthetizing, stop seeking outside what can only blossom within. Authentic reconstruction begins in silence, in the courage to feel the pain society taught you to repress, the sadness, the anger, the vulnerability. Gabor reminds us, the root of trauma is disconnection from oneself, and the only cure is reconnection. This is true disobedience, disobeying the command to be happy at all costs, to smile at what destroys you, to buy the next illusion. It's a choice few dare to make, because it demands you give up false security, false euphoria, easy applause. Jordan Peterson speaks about facing chaos. Your life, without the makeup of forced happiness, may seem chaotic, but it's in that chaos that your strength resides, your authenticity. You will lose the fear of feeling. You will stop self-sabotaging, because there will be no part of you hidden in the shadow, no energy wasted on facade. This is freedom, not the freedom to consume, but the freedom to be, in your totality, with all your colors, including the dark ones. If you feel this is the moment to break free from old programming, type in the comments, "The Euphoria programming ends with me," or send this video to someone who is exhausted from pretending everything is okay. The happiness they sell you is a legalized drug. But the truth isn't bought. It's found in feeling the pain, the joy, the frustration, without filters, without masks. Society sells superficial euphoria to distract you from the search for meaning. But meaning, it's born in contrast, in duality, in the acceptance of all your parts. There's no light without shadow, no growth without discomfort, no true peace without first facing the inner chaos. You're not obligated to be happy all the time. You're obligated to be authentic. This is your revolution, your deepest freedom, that of being human, in your totality. If something awakened in you in this video, comment, "I see beyond the veil of euphoria." Share this content with anyone living anesthetized by the pursuit of perfect happiness. And if you want to keep breaking cycles with me, subscribe now. The shadow you avoid controls you. Freedom only frightens until you discover you were ready all along. Rupture is the beginning. Consciousness is the path to your truth.